everybody, it's meroekhalia again, and I am here to talk to you guys about how I started my locks. So I got this idea from Sexy Diva, that's her name on YouTube, and we're talking on Twitter, and she was just basically asking me, how I started mine, because she's, trying to figure out how to start hers. So I told her, and I was like, that would be a really good video. So thank you for the good idea. So basically, if you haven't seen my lock journey, take a look at that. But I started them in August of 2002. But the first video you see, the first photograph you see in the lock journey is from 2003, because I don't have any early photos from 2002 with the 2-strand twist. But I will try to find some and put them in this video. So basically, I went natural when I was in 9th grade, so that was starting in the year 2000. And I didn't go natural by choice. It was kind of like my sister used to put my perms in for me, and then she just decided she didn't want to anymore, and my mother, she didn't really want me to have a perm anyway, so yeah, so I stopped getting perms. And I was getting braids and cornrows, and I used to wear like a head wrap on my hair to school and stuff like that. But so I went natural in 9th grade, and then eventually, cut the perm out. And so in 10th grade, I was also wearing braids. Then I started wearing my hair by itself, and I started wearing 2-strand twists. So if you don't know what 2-strand twists are, basically you take 2 pieces of hair. Obviously it was loose natural hair, but you take 2 pieces and you just twist it, and you have 2 strands and you twist. So that's why they're called 2-strand twists. There is a technique to doing it, but I can't really show you on loose natural hair, but I'm sure there's lots of tutorials on YouTube about how to do that. So yeah, so I was wearing them, and I would keep them in for a few weeks at a time, take them out, wash my hair, put them back in, get some more braids and all that kind of stuff. So I was doing little natural hairstyles for a while. And every time I had the 2-strand twist, my friends at school and people would say, oh, you should just get locks. You should get dreads. People weren't calling them locks then. You should get dreads. And and I don't know. I was like, maybe. I don't know. Mind you, my mother had locks. I think she started them when I was in like 6th or 7th grade. So she had them. I knew all about them already. And my oldest sister had them too. So, I knew all about them, and I liked them, but that's not why I put this 2-strand twists in my hair. But people kept telling me I would look really nice with them, and I should get them, and all of that kind of stuff. And the thing that really made me decide to start the locks is because my boyfriend at the time in 03, it was in 03, he told me I would look beautiful with them. And so I was like, well, that seals the deal. And I've kept my 2-strand twisting. So I started them, school starts in August. So I had started, a fresh set of 2-strand twists that August, right before school started. And I met him in September. And so basically I just kept the 2-strand twisting. Now, when I started my locks, I originally wanted them like the thickness of what Lauryn Hill had, because she hadn't cut them off at that time, but everybody knows what her locks look like. If you don't, you can Google it. But I just was lazy, and I didn't feel like redoing the twists. So that's how they ended up this thickness. But I don't regret it, because I really love this. I love the versatility, and I'm sure if they were thicker, I would love them just the same, but I'm glad I did not make them thicker, because I love how they are now. And so I kept them in, and I don't know, even though my sister and my mother had locks, I realized about a month into it that I didn't know anything about locks. And at that time, I'm sure there was something on the internet about it, but I didn't seek to find information about it. I only found out stuff from other people I knew about, from other people that had locks. That's the only way I found out stuff. And if there was information, there was not nearly as much as it is now. And YouTube didn't even exist then, so YouTube didn't come out till 2005. So this was 2002. So the first thing that kind of surprised me was that I had to retwist, and I was like, I mean, I just thought you keep them in, you don't touch them, and they will just naturally stay separated. No. I will end up with big chunky locks that wouldn't look good on me. And yeah, so I was kind of disappointed when I learned that, because I thought it was just going to be the easiest hairstyle in the world, which that doesn't exist. Every hairstyle has to be maintained. So I started retwisting them, and probably the first thing I used was beeswax. But I quickly learned, probably before I even finished my first retwist, that I didn't like it. And so I started experimenting with other things. The boyfriend at the time, his mother had locks too, and so she told me I should use aloe vera gel. So I went to GNC. I don't know where else you can get it, but I went to GNC and I got aloe vera gel, and I didn't like it, but at the same time I didn't really know what I was doing. I was still within my first year, so I didn't know what was going on. My oldest sister used to retwist my locks sometimes, and she did a good job, but she wasn't always home, when I needed them done and stuff like that, so I had to start doing my own. So when I started out retwisting them myself, I would start like I start now with my hair in a ponytail, and I'll start from the back, and I would get so tired before I even got halfway done, I'd be like, okay, let me just finish the rest tomorrow, and I'll come back tomorrow and not feel like doing it, so the front would never get done. So then the next time I felt like doing it, I would start in the front, get tired, and be like, I'm gonna finish the back tomorrow, and never finish the back. So it was a long time before I was able to finish my own retwist, because my arms would get so tired and I would be lazy. So it is good to have other people retwist your locks. They know what they're doing, and they're not gonna get tired because they're experienced. So now I can do it fine, doesn't hurt my arms, and I have it down to a quick time now because I know what I'm doing now. So after 8 years, I should know what I'm doing. And what else? I wrote notes. Let me see. Oh, some of the different products along the way that I use. I tried the aloe vera gel, tried the beeswax, fail. Don't put it in your hair. I don't care. Just don't do it. For so many reasons. Okay. I also tried Jamaican mango and lime, and I used that for years, but I don't use it anymore. I don't use anything that causes buildup anymore. I don't even put any kind of gels or creams in my hair anymore. It causes a lot of buildup, so I don't use it. But yeah. So just to recap, I started my locks with 2-strand twists. There are other methods to start with, like the coils or whatever. They look silky, and I don't even know how to do those. And then you can start them with braids, like plaits, individual braids, and I've seen people start them like that. And I'm sure somebody out there knows other ways to start them, but those are 3 ways I know. So 2-strand twists, coils, or braids. Not extension braids. Do not leave those in forever. That's nasty. Enough said. And yeah, but you can start them with your own hair braids and leave that in, and that's fine. And there was something else I was gonna say. Oh well. So anyways, I hope this was helpful to somebody or multiple bodies, and I hope you're doing well. And if you have any tips or advice for people just starting out, please put the comments below or do a video, because there's so many people who are just now starting or just now thinking about starting that could use your advice. And you know, the more people putting information out there, the better, because when I started mine, there was, well, not to say there was nothing, but I didn't know where to find the information. But there's a wealth of information, especially on YouTube now. So, and I love you, and bye. See you later.